You know what keeps a lot of women stuck in miserable, unsafe marriages? Not fear of being alone, not fear of failure, money, the lack of it, the control of it, the terrifying unknown on how to survive without it. You could be a stay-at-home mom in a $3 million home with a husband in finance and still have no money to leave. No way to pay a lawyer, no way to rent an apartment, no way to survive on your own. That's financial abuse hiding in plain sight. A man that makes $300,000 a year and says, you don't need your own account. He isn't protecting you, he's isolating you. They call it being taken care of, but if you can't access a dollar without his approval, you're not being taken care of, you're being controlled. There are women watching their husbands buy Teslas, golf clubs, and vacations, while those women hide grocery receipts and skip dental cleanings. It's not because they're bad with money, it's because they don't have any. Her friends, if she has any left, if she hasn't been isolated away from all of them, say, but your husband makes so much money. And she'll nod and smile because they don't see her texting him a photo of tampons and toothpaste to ask if it's okay to add it to the grocery list. This is not an exaggeration. This has happened to me. She'll manage the home, raise the kids, plan all the vacations, even pay all the bills from his account. But when she needs a new bra, she has to say, hey, is it okay if I buy one? That's not partnership. That's financial abuse dressed up as domestic life. She knows the school passwords. She knows the pediatrician's extension. She knows every brand of allergy-friendly snack, but she doesn't know the login credentials for the bank account because it was never hers. There are women in marble kitchens pouring cereal for their children while texting their sister, do you think I could stay with you if I leave? Because he pays for everything. And she has nothing that is truly hers. There are women living in 5-bedroom houses who have to ask permission for shampoo. That was me. That's not luxury. That's financial abuse. She wanted to start a side hustle, do her own thing. He says, no need. I've got it covered. Or put you down for your dreams and aspirations. Emotional, verbal, mental abuse. But now she needs a lawyer, security deposit for an apartment, a phone plan of her own, and she has nothing. That wasn't care. That was control. She doesn't have any of her own money, not because she's irresponsible, not because she's lazy, but because every paycheck has his name on it. Every credit card is his, but all the bills will be in your name to make sure if anything happens, you're the person who gets dinged for it. And anytime you try to ask for anything, basic human necessities, she gets met with, again? What do you even do all day? What do you need that for? She wasn't irresponsible. She wasn't unambitious. She gave up her career to raise children, to take care of the home, to take care of him, like a mommy. And now she can't even apply for an apartment in her own name. That's not failing. That's being trapped. She sat in the car after school drop-off, eyes darting around, making sure nobody's looking in her window while she's Googling pro bono divorce lawyer, because every dollar she touches feels like theft. That's what he makes you feel like. You're stealing his money. Not just for the lawyer. I'm saying in general, anything you purchase, he accuses you of stealing. Even when it's things for him, for the home, for the kids. He makes sure of it, that you feel like it's theft. When you bring up divorce, he says, good luck affording a lawyer. And she believes him because literally everything in her life has to be signed, sealed, and controlled by him. He tells her, don't worry about money. I'll handle it. Then years later, she's scared to leave because she doesn't even know where the accounts are. Or you find out that he's hiding money in accounts with his mom's name as a secondary on it. Not you, his mom. $30,000. That's how financial abuse works. slowly, silently, and strategically. A woman can be driving a luxury car to kids to a private school and secretly Googling how to leave a marriage on my own with no money. And screaming just leave at a woman doesn't work. It doesn't work because when he makes all of the money, when she's been out of the workforce for 12 years or even a year, she has no idea or the means to even open a checking account or savings account. He controls the finances like a fortress. And he has conditioned her to be taught that asking for anything is shameful. She wanted to leave, but she had no job, no savings, no access. She has pets or kids. And if there's so many women stuck with kids, and I say stuck, not because you don't love them and not because they're great, but because you're with kids that he forced you to think that he was the right father to be with for them. And they need dinner and backpacks packed and someone to be calm. So she stays. Not because she didn't want freedom, but because she couldn't afford it. Let me repeat that. She couldn't afford freedom. Financial abuse isn't always obvious. It's not just empty bank accounts. It's no access to joint money, no credit cards just in your name, no income of your own, no safety net. And a husband who says, "What do you need money for?" This is what financial abuse is. Follow me for more definitions, and I have free checklists and resources in my bio.